Have a holly jolly Christmas. Hi guys, it's your girl, Yummy.com. Thank you for joining me. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. And any other. Happy winter solstice. Whatever you want to celebrate, happy to it. It is the best time of year. I look forward to this time of year every year. I have several Christmas playlists dedicated, and I start watching Hallmark movies during Halloween. Booyah. And I don't stop until well into St. Patrick's Day. So, it's safe to say for me, I'm one of those annoying people who think that Christmas is all year round, as long as you have the spirit. Now, that being said, I'm not one to get Christmas presents, but that's a more personal reason. But one thing I do love to do is watch movies, Hallmark movies specifically, with my family. They hate it, I love it, it's torture, but blissful for me. With that being said, with movies being said, I didn't want to just limit it to naming my favorite Hallmark movies, but I wanted to give categories, you know? I wanted to give you guys a chance and a range to see what you might like. I'm going to tell you the category, I'm going to tell you the movie I chose, and I'm going to tell you why. So let's start off merry and jolly with a Black Christmas movie.
It's time to take the ho out the music videos and put them in your mouth. Somebody say ho ho ho.
Now, we all know the classic Black Christmas movie of This Christmas starring Chris Brown.
This is not funny. No, it's not, but I'm gonna keep drinking until it is.
That we all saw in theaters when we were younger, but I have a more fun one for you. I have Almost Christmas.
An American woman is the backbone of the black family.
Who is this white man?
It was gonna be disgusting. I did you a favor.
Do me a damn favor. Don't burn down the damn house.
Be the better man between the both of us, okay? I'm sorry.
You gonna be the better man between the both of us? Messed up my damn Shaka Khan wig.
happened just now?
You see what happened?
You don't do that to a man.
That wasn't no man I did it to.
What are y'all doing?
I taught you that.
He's talking about your divorce. At least I was smart enough to get one.
Hey, I'm still in the room.
Love you, Pops. You gotta hug me back. I need it. There it is.
I got vibrators older than that child.
We're not gonna make it to Christmas, are we?
Not a damn chance.
Almost Christmas tells, again, the quintessential story of a group of adult children coming back for the holidays after their mom has passed away. It stars the likes of Monique, who plays the hilarious and great aunt.
Shut up! Shut up! You can't afford to buy me no more outfits like this. This is my damn Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
You're the one being stupid.
Shut up. Now just shut the shit up. I'm sick of it. Your daddy too damn old for all this bullshit. Now if y'all don't get your asses in that kitchen and apologize right now, I'm kicking everybody's ass in here. Come on.
Well, I just walked in.
Boy, listen here. Your little ass got on them red bozo shoes. That's why you gotta apologize.
It has so many other, like, very famous and hilarious actors like J.B. Smooth.
Man, it's not that we wouldn't like it. We just don't recognize it.
Kiss my ass.
Put it on the plate then. And I guarantee it's better than this food on this table. And I don't know where your ass been at.
Gabrielle Union.
Is baffling. We were talking about our mother, and somehow you made it about my marriage.
Danny Glover.
Go for that shit.
Jesse Usher.
Are y'all fighting already?
Kimberly Elise.
Well, here she is.
You're not gonna shoot me outside in front of all these people.
Omar Epps. We cannot forget that man.
help you with your bags.
Why? Because I'm a woman, I can't help myself?
No, because I'm a grown man and that's what grown men do.
Romney Malik. Oh my God.
Oh no, don't even try, Christian.
I'm not the one who tried to deep fry the whole kitchen, am I?
No, and I don't think I was making the blackaroni and cheese over there, so I think we should just go. Maybe you want some pizza and wings?
Is Boris Kojo's wife in it? I believe Boris Kojo's wife is in it. DC Young Fly.
I'ma stab your ass with this fork. Do you hear me? I would love that.
And Carrie Hilson plays a mistress.
Lonnie, what the hell is going on?
Shut up!
I'm his wife, you dumb bitch.
Who you calling a dumb bitch?
You dumb bitch, young bitch, silly bitch, dead bitch. She got the gun, bitch. Lonnie, if you're gonna bring bitches in here, bring a smart bitch.
So, you know it's gonna be good. That is an all-star cast if you've ever... That's like the Black All-Stars, guys, okay? Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon himself. Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon. But it's a really great watch. It is hilarious. It can't be. It's much like Best Man's Holiday, where it's like families getting together, but except for this one is just so much more heartwarming. I love when adult kids come back to their mama's house, because everybody's a thug until they get into their mama's house. Then you gonna see the real them. It's well acted, it's hilarious, it's fun for the whole family, and I think that you should watch it. It's great holiday fun. So with that being said, we're gonna go to our next. Our next one is a classics category.
He knows when you've been sleeping. All right. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for what?
For the classics category, I know what people are thinking. Everyone thinks that I'm gonna go with It's a Wonderful Life. But, fun fact, as someone who spends Christmas all year round, I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know when I will officially see it. I probably should see it, but maybe never. Who knows? I've never seen it, is the point, even though it's like the quintessential Christmas movie. So the classic that I went with is a classic that scared the crap out of me when I was a child, and that is the claymation version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, no, not you. You better go home with your folks. From now on, gang, we won't let Rudolph join in any reindeer games, right? Right.
I don't know if anyone else has ever seen it. I think they play it every Christmas on ABC Family. I bet Freeform now. They used to play it all the time during Christmas, and it was just so scary to see that claymation Rudolph. It scared the crap out of me.
Misfits, we're a couple of misfits. What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in. We're not daffy and silly. Don't go round willy-nilly.
Every year, I have no reason why. It was just so weird, but as I grew up, I learned to love it, and I look forward to seeing it every year. I literally watch it every year on accident. It's not even on purpose. It's not like I seek it out. It's like I'll just be sitting at home, and then all of a sudden it'll be there, and I'll if there's two movies I associate with Christmas the most, it is that claymation version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Like Mike. That's just because that's the first Christmas present I really remember getting, a DVD of the movie Like Mike in my stocking, featuring Lil Bow Wow. But yeah, so that's the one I chose for the classics. We all know the tale of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't have to sit here and explain it to you. If you need me to explain you how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer works, you got bigger problems, sis. So, with that being said, we're going to our next category, which is the odd category. This is the weird Christmas movie category, and no one's gonna understand what, it's Anna the Apocalypse. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Apocalypse, huh? First of all, it's not what you think. It's a musical. I'm sorry. Good, give me a second. It's okay. So, this movie is hilarious and great at the same time. It's so weird. It's very weird. It's a zombie apocalypse musical about Christmas time. And it is full of actors I have never heard of in my life. And it's so good. There's no way to explain it. Basically, they wake up, it's Christmas, but it's also the zombie apocalypse, and they have to sing and kill zombies to survive and keep human race alive. It's really fucking hilarious to me, but I also have a sick sense of humor.
So raise the curtain, hear the lights, strike up the band for the final night. And if it is my time to go, I'll give them one hell of a show. You're a silly wee girl.
You're a madman.
Guess the truth can be hard to hear sometimes.
You've been losing your mind and it's sad, man.
No, I finally see where I once was blind, and I have never never felt so much bliss.
Oh, how can you take pleasure in this? Hey, it's a brand new day, and I'm miles away. I am miles away. Hey, yeah, yeah. I am miles away. I am miles away. And it's a beautiful day. 'Cause no one ever tells you when you're young. Love's not like the books, the films, or the songs. We've been living a life for far too long, and we're tired of pretending. There's no such thing as a Hollywood ending. No such thing as a Hollywood ending. No such thing as a Hollywood ending. Don't be mistaken, my heart's not breaking. Let them all talk, I don't give a shit. Kill, marry, shag, it's all such a drag. I'm more than a lost piece waiting to fit. I'm not a princess sat in a white dress hoping my chance will come. Then I'm a problem, don't wanna solve them, just wanna have some fun. And I think it's amazing, and I think it's worth checking out. It's not like your typical holiday movie, because holiday movies don't usually include zombies and zombie musicals, but it's really great. I really highly, there's nothing I can do to justify this choice, so I'm just gonna let you simmer in it for a second while I go to the next one. The next one is, since we're already talking about weird ones, we're gonna go to rated R Christmas movies, okay? I wanted to give us some options for the adults when your eggnog is spiked, so to say. It is called An Office Christmas Party. This also has a star-studded cast, starting with at the very top with Jennifer Aniston.
You do not want to die at the hands of Lululemon here. Be real embarrassing for you. You're a large guy and she's made of nothing but salad and smart water.
Nope, no tap outs.
But it's just funny to see her character. Like, she's always Rachel to me, so it's just really funny to see her and shit.
Oh God, Monica, hi, thank God.
It is literally the most hodgepodge group of actors. Like, it's like someone went to SNL the week that Jennifer Aniston was shooting and was like, hey, Jennifer Aniston, we're gonna grab all of these cast members, like Kate McKinnon. We go grab her. We go grab a couple of your friends, like Olivia Munn. Maybe throw in a TJ Miller or two. Fuck it, let's have Randall Park in here. Fuck it, we need more diversity. Jamie Chung, throw her in there. And was like, let's make a movie, bish. And she said, hell yeah. And did a keg stand. That's what this movie is to me. Because it's so funny. Because obviously it's like the ridiculousness of like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off is where I think it really originated. Like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off or what's that? Those frat movies, like American Pie situations is what I would call it. Like,
could you put your daddy back on the phone for a second?
Hey, Allison, is he ready?
You fucking motherfucker. If I hear you let your stripper girlfriend put my children on her motorcycle one more time, I will gone girl you so hard.
Pull over or I will shoot your penis in the face.
Just good old white fun. And it is so funny to me that like it's like basically non-consequential. It's one of those things where if none of it happened, would we even care that it didn't happen? No. But are we glad that it happened? Sure. So that is the recommendation that I give for the rated R version. It basically, Jennifer Aniston is the boss bitch of this company. Her brother's kind of a dud and running like a terrible, like running a sector of the company into the ground. She's trying to shut it down, but she says if you sign this like big guy or whatever, that I'll keep the company alive. You have until like after Christmas or whatever.
Some miracle, if you can close Walter Davis and his $14 million account, your jobs are safe.
Done. And you'll see, you're gonna look so stupid.
Then we'll finally have something in common.
Of course, because there's always a fucking deadline. So that's what happens. And they end up throwing this party to get this investor interested, and hilarity ensues. That being said, we're gonna go on to our next one. That is our Hallmark round. With Hallmark, is where I live, my bread and butter. I watch Hallmark movies. I don't think there's been 1 month of my life since I turned 15 that I haven't seen a Hallmark movie of any kind. You know, because they play, like, basically, the way the Hallmark schedule works out is that starting October 20th, they'll start doing Christmas movies. They'll sprinkle a couple of Thanksgiving movies in there, but the Christmas movies will keep pumping out, you know. Then up until about February 1st, then they'll like stop Christmas movies. They'll sprinkle a couple like New Year movies in there, but mostly then they'll stop Christmas movies like February 1st. But as soon as February 1st hits, they'll start their rotation of Valentine's Day movies. And that won't stop until springtime rolls around, maybe like April, and then they'll start like spring new love stories, or like some summer vacation stories. Then summer love comes. They don't really pay attention to that too much because what comes after that? Bam! Autumn love. And autumn love is where they make their bread and butter, baby. They make all them autumn love stories because Hallmark Channel loves a baker. And what reminds you of baking? Autumn time. So, they have autumn love stories, and then, it goes back to Christmas, so it's just Christmas all the time. So, I just watch a lot of Hallmark movies. The Hallmark movie I'm gonna go to, I tried to choose 2020 Hallmark movies. A 2020 Hallmark movie, because if I were to go back into the history of my Hallmark channel, it would not be good. I would not be able to make a decision. I couldn't make this video, and I would malfunction. So, one that I saw recently, it's not in this new wave that's just come up, it's in like, it was the tail end of last year's Christmas debacle. It was called A Christmas Princess. Basically, it's the story of the Princess of Brooklyn, basically. It has all of my favorite things that I look for in a Hallmark Christmas movie. A black lead, because those are very, very rare. Usually it's two white people who used to be famous, you know, maybe like from Mean Girls or like old Disney Channel shows, depends. Two white people in front of a Christmas tree, as Drew Gooden says, in some form of red and green. Now I'm gonna put the clip of what he said here.
A lot to choose from. You've got white couple in front of Christmas tree, white couple in front of Christmas tree, and of course white couple in front of Christmas tree. I like how they've completely given up on even trying to make these movies look different. All right, guys, hear me out. I was thinking for the poster, we have the guy wear green and the girl wear red.
Yeah!
Yes.
I love it! Let's do that for all of them!
It's literally that the whole time. So, I love it personally when Tia and Tamara Mowry come into the game and sweep up a black girl role. You know, it's usually one of those two. Usually it's never anyone else. But, you know, sometimes they'll, like, do, like, an old pop singer. So this movie involves a black lead, which I like. It also involves royalty, which, surprisingly enough, is very, very common in not only Christmas movies, but Hallmark movies. But, like, also not only just Christmas Hallmark movies, all Christmas movies across all platforms. Even Netflix has a abundance of Christmas royalty movies. I don't know what about Christmas time says royal people love Christmas, but I've never seen the Queen of England look any happier from, like, every day to Christmas time. Like, anyways, it's usually about, Christmas movies are usually about some Christmas themed town whose prince and or king is like either a party boy, he doesn't take the rules seriously.
The king died last year and the prince who's supposed to take over is a total flake.
Or like too much of a stickler who's making Christmas miserable and being a Grinch. It's one or the other. It's never anything else. It's one or the other. So this one has a royal prince who is now in charge of this ball that he has to throw. For some reason it is in New York. I don't know why they're throwing a ball in New York when they have an entire country, but I digress. He is a snob about food. He ends up going to this girl's diner and falling in love with her food. Haha. And then her. And yeah, basically they deem her the Princess of Brooklyn in the press. They end up falling in love. There's like, they sprinkle in like a veteran story in there, and I love watching when veterans come home to their children. It makes me weak. So the fact that they threw that in there when I wasn't expecting it, it was a curveball for me. Anyway, so that's the one I choose for Hallmark, but because that one is more so from the last year batch, and I'm recording this where I haven't seen all of the new ones from this year, I'm going to, based off of the website, I'm going to hypothesize which one I will be choosing for this year, and it's strictly off of the cast, because I'm very particular about my cast. Hallmark movies is not known for having the best cast. They kind of just pick people up off the street and are like, hey, you look like you can act. Get in there. Boom. We're going to throw you in a fake winter wonderland, bitch. So that's kind of how Hallmark does it. But this cast is Janelle Parrish, who we all know from Pretty Little Liars.
The truth will bury you in a New York minute, because I don't have to pretend to be anyone else anymore. I don't have to hide. You do. And you're gonna wish you stayed dead.
Or we may know her from To All the Boys I Loved Before, Barely, To All the Boys I Loved Before 2, and Jeremy Jordan, who I absolutely adore and love from Broadway.
She's hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. One taste, and I want the whole thing. I must say, it felt like I was carried away, intoxicated, made me escape the room I was in. If you had a tattoo, that wouldn't matter. If you had a shaved head, that would be cool. If you came from Spain or Japan or the back of a van, just as long as you're not from Hebrew school, I'd say, now I'm getting somewhere. I'm finally breaking through. I'd say, hey, hey, chicks and guys, I've been waiting for someone like you.
But more people might recognize him from Supergirl, where he played Win, and also Marisol, who is, most people would recognize her as Veronica Lodge's mom on Riverdale. Don't know why they would do that, but yeah. Or on some kind of soap opera. You might have seen her. Basically, they threw these three people together, and I was like, they're all fantastic actors. So why wouldn't I love it? I read the description. It's called Holly and Ivy, this movie. I have not said the name yet. It's called Holly and Ivy. It's basically Janelle moves in next door, and she bought a house wanting to fill it with joy and love and people, and her next door neighbor finds out that she is dying of an illness, I assume, because they make it sound like she's dying. And she decides that she is going to adopt her children so that they can stay together. But she needs to fix up the house, so that's where Jeremy Jordan's character comes in.
I got my test results finally. I don't know what's gonna happen to my kids.
I would take them.
Are you sure that this is the right thing for you?
I adore those girls.
And that is just, like, there's no royalty in it, but, like, I love a heartwarming Christmas tale. With a kind of a different plot, you know? It's not the typical, like, boy, girl, meet, love, This is like, she's building a family. And I really appreciate that. We love a rent a family kind of a moment. So that's why I chose that as the Hallmark movie. Those two at least. And for the last one, our last category is cartoon. Now, again, we have another twofer, but it's the same cartoon. Okay, it's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I would be remiss if I had a Christmas list full of Christmas movies with no Grinch Stole Christmas. That is sacrilegious, okay? I'm putting both of the versions on there because while the newer version is not my favorite, I just, you know, it's not it. I do really love Tyler the Creator's version of the Grinch. Like I love that version. It's on my oddball Christmas list that I have. There are a bunch of other songs like Lonely Christmas and Pussy Poppin' for Santa. So I have that on my odd Christmas my oddball Christmas playlist. I really do love that version. I love the music in that version, but the original is just it for me, you know? And even within the original, like, it's so charismatic. Like, yes, I mean, like, obviously the live action version of the Grinch is very amazing. Like I said, I love Jim Carrey, obviously, like, great, it's fantastic. I love when Taylor Momsen was a little girl, very cute.
The Grinch!
But the cartoon Grinch will always live in my heart. Like, will always live in my heart. It's like the cartoon Grinch is like right here. And then that little like Mr. Magoo, he's right next to the cartoon Grinch. And the Powerpuff Girls are like right up here. It's my childhood. Powerpuff Girls, Mr. Magoo, and the Grinch. So I just really dig it. I feel like that would be my cartoon. I can't make a list without the Grinch. And I'll just choose both of the cartoon Grinches. Whichever one you prefer, let me know down in the comments. But that'll be it. If I have to explain the Grinch to you, you have bigger problems than me. So with that being said, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Winter Solstice. To all of you, Happy Holidays. I can't wait to see you in 2021. Hopefully you'll be joining me there. And thank you for having me. Don't worry, I will be back, so stay tuned.